Hello everyone, I am Ragulas from third year mechanical department. Today we are going to see about power generation using speed breaker. Here the smart speed breaker is used for electrical power generation. We will see about that briefly in upcoming slides. Objective: the main objective of the system is to produce the electrical energy by means of some mechanical arrangements in a smart speed breaker. The mechanical equipments are used to produce the electrical energy. The mechanical equipments like a rack, pinion, springs and shafts are used for producing the mechanical energy from by the motion of a speed breaker. Introduction: for every day we are using vehicles for transportation and our personal purposes. We are going on the road and we are stopping the vehicle when we are seeing the speed breaker. Due to that some braking energy is wasted, but we are going to place the vehicle stop energy on that speed breaker to produce the electrical energy. So by designing the smart speed breaker that can pass vehicles coming from both sides, and it generates the electrical energy from that smart speed breaker. Next diagram, and this is the diagram for power generation using speed breaker, and this is smart speed breaker. The smart speed breaker both ends are fixed by springs to get the return motion. At the mid of this speed breaker, the rack is fixed. In rack, the piston is the pinion is meshed. The pinion is meshed by a shaft, and left end of the shaft, the idle gear is meshed. In idle gear, the idle gear is used to transmit the electrical power from pinion to generator. And these are the main components used in this smart speed breakers. Those components like connecting rods, springs, shaft, generator, motor, couplings and supporting frames. These types of equipments are used to produce the mechanical energy. By producing mechanical energy, we are converting the electrical energy. Now working principle, and now I am going to explain the working principle by using this diagram. This is a smart speed breaker. The both ends of smart speed breaker is connected by springs, and middle portion of the smart speed breaker is fixed by a rack, and pinion is measured with rack. Pinion is connected in one shaft, and at the left end of the shaft, the idle gear is fixed, and generator is measured with the idle gear. Generator gear is measured with the idle gear. When vehicles passes on the smart speed breaker, the springs comes downward, so that the rack is also comes downward. The pinion is directly meshed with rack. Due to that downward motion of the rack, the pinion get rotation. By means of pinion rotating, the idle gear also rotating in single shaft. Then idle gear transmits the power to generator gear. The generator is used to produce the electrical energy by converting the mechanical energy. Next advantages, it is very simple in construction because some basic elements are used in the systems, and we can get the continuous form of electrical energy by using this smart speed breaker, because vehicle is every day we are using vehicles for transportations, so that we can get continuous form of electrical energy. And the produced electrical energy is used for traffic light blinking purposes and road street light blinking purposes. In excess energy is produced, we can also use it for use this energy for our domestic purposes also. Then system is very economical, and it will be easy to install. Next disadvantages, this is the main disadvantages of the systems. If any repairing problems are even on these arrangements, it may lead to block the roadways, because we are using some mechanical equipments, so there is some problems will come, so that some maintenance is required for that rack and pinion we are using in that construction, because there will be a wear and tear of some mechanical equipments like rack and pinion movements upward downward, then spring motion, like that. Next applications, we can use that to produce electrical energy for some purposes. Those purposes like traffic light blinking purposes and street light blinking purposes. If there is any excess energy, excess electrical energy, we can transport that energy to our domestic purposes also. And this is the photocopy of that smart speed breaker arrangement. If you see this photocopy, you will clearly understand the concept. Smart speed breaker. This is smart speed breaker, and it is both ends are connected by a spring. And at the mid portion of the speed breaker, it is connected by a rack, and pinion is directly mixed with rack, and pinion is placed in the shaft. Idle gear is also placed in the same shaft. When rack moves downward, the pinion rotates. Due to pinion rotation, the idle gear is also rotating, and idle gear transmit the pinion power to generator gear. Then generator is producing electrical energy by converting the mechanical energy. And this is the concept behind this arrangement. By modifying the speed breaker arrangement, we are producing some electric energy by means of mechanical constructive arrangements. And this system is also known as a conventional type of energy resources. Finally, the main outcome of the system is to produce a continuous form of electrical energy, and also it is giving a good comforting to the passengers when passes on the roads. In another word, the speed breaker is also used in a suspension system because spring motion that gives the comfort to the passengers. But nowadays the system is also in under development. If we take a step, we will also provide these arrangements in also our countries. And thank you.